Oh, Heidi ho. Heidi ho. Hody Heidi ho. What was this? Was this? There we go. We're at the slash. We have a magnifying glass today. A new magnifier. Let's see if I turn that off. Turn this on. There we go. How's that looking? What's cooking? Good looking. Well, that's right. Got our ambience up. We're gonna mess with the lighting a little bit more. Here's the good spot. There we go. There's the good spot. Can I turn this down anymore? I can. Oh, that's fucking perfect. It looks great from there. It's still a little washed out. I gotta... Let's see. Let's check our modes. Now if we turn that on... It's giving us our backlight at minimum. Now if I hold this about here, where I'm going to want to hold it. That's beautiful and I can keep it in frame. And now I just have to fuck with the... Fuck with the hue. You know... So... Ah, there we go. I finally cleared that fucking horse shit. I see. Well, that was fun. Go back to desk view. Oh god, wrong direction. There we go. I think I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know what to do about it being very washed out right now. If I turn this off, pretty good there. Nebo, how we holding up, brother? Oh, that's pretty good. Let me turn that up a little more. How's your day been, my friend? That's perfect. This is pretty perfect. Other than the light being slightly fucked. It is another glorious day for the Lion. Every day is a glorious day for both the Lion And the Imperium. Alright. That is awesome. Perfect. We're just going to have to deal with some of that washout right now. But now, let's see. That. There we go. Citadel color. Take your time, my brother. What we're doing right now is some solid fucking around. That's basically where I am. Let's see, what do I want to paint up? We have to ask the question of what the fuck do I want to paint? And how do I want to get there? These are important questions. We did most of the black cloth. I gotta do some more of this with the black cloth, which we did with none of the colors I have grabbed thus far. Swamp! Hey, you know what? That's alright. It's there. It is now up on YouTube, by the way. Oh, I'm sorry. But that was fun, getting a text. Whenever you texted me this morning going, is this your name? I'm like, yeah, yes. I want Thondia Brown. I think we'll do brown. So we do arms and hands. Drab Brown? No, we can get Thondia Brown. Yes. Alfred Hazard, right? I mean, like, it's... I thought I was being cute and no one would know my name, and then I made a podcast and now everyone knows my name. But that's on me. That's on me for thinking I could go ahead and just be cute. Let's get some steel as well. They call me Al. Alfred Hazard. Don't necessarily want the Castellan green. I have the blacks. Let's see. We'll do the Thondia brown for the arms, and then I'll mix in a little bit of I think it's the regular white. Yeah, it's Wraithbone. Good thing I had the Wraithbone. Anything else? You know what? So we'll pull... We're gonna do a bunch. Where we're at right now. I was throwing my brushes around earlier because I'm a fucking monster. Okay. We will set that one there. We will wet up our cup. Let's see. The first things I want to do Wraithbone. Because I want to get the brim on the hat. Like, running out of space. I have a whole desk and I'm running out of space. So, because with Wraithbone I want to get the teeth. Let's see, our Gobbo here. We could get their teeth too. With the Wraithbone. There we go. Perfect. Yes. So this is last year's red Gobbo. There we go. If I block that out a little bit. You're really not. He's a bit of a whack job. You probably know what the red Gobbo is. So... So we'll do... No, we're gonna do the brown first. Alright, I'm done fucking around trying to figure out my shit. We're gonna paint some brown. So we'll, wasn't counting. That is correct. You have never seen that. You never will have seen it. No one has seen it. And I'm just unloading the brush right now, getting some of this shit off of here. Already getting paint all over everything. And there's no one that would encourage it. That would be heresy. So let's get a drop of this Wraithbone in here. Probably gonna have to get more Wraithbone. I really like the way Wraithbone looks, but it's so chunky because of the titanium white that gets loaded into it. And their pots are not great. I need to go through and update all of these to drip pots or get Army Painter. Colors. I have also used the most of this Wraithbone white. Because when I first got some models... Or do we have the same connotations? Just in different contexts, my brother. There we go. Let's get this shit all mixed in here. I just want to lighten this up a little bit right now. That way I don't have to go and buy 100,000 individual paints when I can just use the ones I have and write down how I mix them together. Always assume your brush is loaded, brother. Yeah, look at that brown. And now, with that, we will actually start painting. We'll move the head over there. I'll move that over there. So I just bought a magnifier. I should say I just bought a lens. That's right. So just trying to go around and get it in all the spots. And then once I finish up on these twigs... That's what they say, that's true. Well, it's tough right now, too, because I have to, so I can see it a lot better. But the camera can do up to 4K. I just don't know how to get it to do up to 4K right now with my broadcasting software. So it's a bit grainier than I would like, personally. At least on my side. I don't know how it's looking for you guys. This is way better than some of my other paintings were. Let's get just the tips. Oh, my nail care routine is that I have nails, and in theory, I care for them. You know how it is, my brother. But how are you holding up there, Swamp? How are things going in Swampland? Hopefully a little better than they were. I know things have been a little tough for you. You guys can't quite see that, okay. Well, hopefully they get to you, man. Like, that sucks that you're in that position. But at least they had a specialist come in, like... And who knows, maybe they'll, whatever they do will be more effective. I'm hoping for you, man. I'm pulling for you. My brother. Yeah. No, like, and that's the tough part, too, right? You're like, okay. What do you... Are you doing, like, you making a trade, essentially? Like, what are you trading for? So, it's, that's a tough line to walk. Alright, pretty happy with those arms. Alright. I'm just sitting here slapping the shit out of stuff. Okay, pretty happy with that. Alright with the sloppiness, because I'm going to get covered with white paint again. And that's okay. Now we'll take the same. And right now we're going to paint up a lot of our dude. This is one of the League of Votan guys they gave away. One of them months. So I'll probably... I gotta up my, my resolution here. Being as zoomed in as I am, not my favorite for showing off to you guys. Go through and retouch all this too. Hey, you know what? You're allowed to vent, man. I get it. It's not fun. Going through medical shit sucks ass. You have my thoughts and my hopes, my brother. I don't really pray, but you'd have those too. Well, you know. You gotta have fun where you can, right? Basically fucking dry brushing this right now. Kind of fucked too. Yeah, it doesn't help. I'm gonna switch to the fine detail brush for this. Give myself a sip of tea. So what I'm doing is painting up the gloves with the same color, like a darker, like a darker leather on this guy. And that other brush I had is just a bit too fucked to get the detail I want without getting it everywhere, and then me having to go around and redo it. So I'm using my other finer tip brush. Yeah, I mean, like, look, if you're into the blue cow people, like, good for you. But I will stick to my my Aldari witches before I go to them aquatic cow fuckers. I believe you would try. And you know what? Sometimes belief is all you need. Faith is its own reward, as they say. There's a bigger patch I can get this fucker's head. Getting the top of his fucking dome. Trying to figure out exactly on the model where everything is. So I'm just over here staring at it. Yeah, I like that. I like that enough. Good, good, good. Yeah, those caps white. We'll get his boots. We'll get the tops of his boots with leather. And get a little water in here so it stops drying out on me. Let's see, who's massaging me? Is it me? Ah, no, it's my brother. Oofed. Oofed. That shit's tough. That does not look like a fun time, my friend. Up again with the white. It's gonna be making weird noises over here while I paint. Our boy here is coming together though. Let's see if we can get a little darker brown in there. Only swamps. This is my swamp. Gestures to swamp. That's right, we're gonna do... That's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna do it, my brother. We'll do this strap with leather. I have to get the buckle with bronze because I want to do the buckle with bronze. Do I need to? No. Am I going to? Yes. I'll Venmo you. Now, do I get Okefenokee if I subscribe to the Only Swamps, or is that like a higher tier? Don't mind me, just over here trying to get some Okefenokee. You catch my drift. You get my meaning. Just getting these belts on the back there. Let's see here. Hang on. Give me a sec. I'm gonna try something. I'm not actually going anywhere, but Be Right Back's gonna come up for a sec. Alright, I'm back. Oh no, my brother. Not your hair. It's all good. Yeah, I think I managed to up the resolution. I'm trying to. Just because this camera can shoot 4K? Yeah, okay, it is. It's shooting 4K. Alright, because I'm just trying to show a little more detail. That's all I was doing. Not your gorgeous hair. What am I supposed to hold on to? Let's see. Let's see if this doesn't wash it out. Okay. This is actually slightly better. Well, it was for me until I turned it on. It's the camera's not so grainy. I was actually getting to the... We were getting to the end of the visible spectrum for the camera to pick up. Okay. This is a little sloppier than I would have liked. Well, I apologize. I will just have to handle them more. There we go. I think that's pretty good. I think that's as good as we're gonna get. I don't even know how I got that black painting on there. Brother! Scared the shit out of me, by the way. I guess I gotta set that overlay up on this. Yeah, that didn't display. I gotta fuck with the overlay on this. I forgot to do that, so I will have to do that. I will have to owe you a Yoda screen visual, sir. Yeah, so I heard it. I think you heard it. You should have heard it. But I have to go in, I guess, and mess with and set up visuals to be on this streaming screen. I thought that overlay would carry. Yeah, because it's basically, it's an overlay I have to set up. Draw that to a point, load it up. Man, whoever super glued this part together is a piece of shit. It's me. Well, if you're heading off, Swamp, take care. Good luck. I appreciate you stopping in. And I will get you a free Yoda later when I get the overlay set up and everything, because it played on my side, so. Painting all of my dudes up. So it's a little light. Still messing around with some of my setup. But overall, I'm relatively happy how this is turning out. Other than the fact that I just got brown paint all over something, I want very white paint on. There we go. We're getting there. Yes. Painting dudes. Just slopping this shit everywhere. But you know how that goes. I'll get that underside. Then we'll go back and get the rest of the, There we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. And beautiful, I mean, oh, that's alright. Just really trying to feed this in here. I did a shit job super gluing this together. Okay. Good enough. Parts that I want brown are mostly brown. So we'll let this dry. We'll go back to our abominable snowman, emphasis on the bomb, and touch him up with a second layer of brown paint. There we go. There are a bunch of spots on this fucker that I missed. And I think next week I'm gonna mess with some of the more technical paints because I want to. Let's clean our brush up a little bit. Yeah, it's tough. I'm having a tough time managing the brightness of the for the recording. Like I think the brightness is pretty good for me to actually physically paint. But figuring it out for the recording's been a little tough tonight, having two light sources. We're gonna try something actually. Yeah, I think that's better. Actually, I think I can do one more thing. Turning up the brightness a little bit there. I need like one more ambient light in the back, and I can't do it with this setup. So I'll get another light at some point. Because we just need a second light source back over here that isn't so bright as the ring light that I have. Because I have the basic bitch ring light. But, like I said, everything, all things being equal, I am relatively happy. With this. We've done good work with the brown. Just debating what else I want brown. I'm gonna do the belt on the red gobble. I like brown belts. I think brown belts look pretty good. We'll do that in his bandolier there. It's definitely taking a little getting used to. Painting with the magnifier, but I will say, without a doubt, I really like it. A lot less squinting on my part. Which is good, because sitting here squinting and hoping is a little frustrating. I gotta get a more goblin-y green. I think. There's enough of this, I gotta hit up my Warhammer store and drop like $10 on paint. I definitely need a green. I'm gonna make a list. Definitely need like a goblin-y green. That's for sure. Goblin-y green and then another white. Another Wraithbone white. Just because my Wraithbone's getting a little old. Oh, I'm pulling those a little close again. We are spending all night on brown, I think. I'm not going to bother, I don't think, with an update picture, because we only did the 2 models and we only did brown on them. Did take me a little time to get set up. Took me a little longer to get set up than I was hoping. But getting the figuring out how I was gonna set up the magnifier was a little tough. probably gonna... I might paint these shells red, like a shotgun red, because that might be fun. Ugh. Ugh. Sitting in my chair like a shrimp. Oh god. How? When? So much for clean lines. The fucking big fat brown slap I put on there. Okay. We're doing all right. The only thing I'm gonna say is if you're painting with a magnifier, prepare to see how shit of a painter you really are. It's going pretty good though. I am very happy with how this is turning out. Sorry, I'm pulling these close. You guys are missing them, so I apologize on that. So I'm gonna figure out a lighting solution to this shortly. I think what I'm gonna do having the room lit and this has worked out nicely. I'm not sure how I want to do up the boots. His belt's going to be done in a green. I have to unfuck all of my fuckery on this. We're going to do some cleanup. That's what we're going to do. We're going to clean up some of our fucked up parts with the white scar. Let me change out my paint since my paint is all fucked up. Give me half a sec here. Okay, I have returned. We're gonna do some touch-ups with the white scar white versus the wraithbone, and then we will call that for tonight. Because the white scar is not gonna take long. Just need a little bit of cleanup. So we're going to take I'm gonna wet this out. Good. Good. Okay, now we're set up here. Let's clean up our mess. Pulling these flat just the littlest bit. Yeah, lately I've been really into the very bright, clean whites. Maybe it's a juxtaposition to how dirty my soul is. That being said, really enjoyed these painting streams. Because I like painting. I don't do it enough. All we needed was a couple of thin layers right around the edges here. To really clean this up. And make it look good. I really like this brush, but it's splitting a little bit, like the hairs are. So I probably not need to put this guy face down on the ground. We'll let him sit there and dry. Clean it up a little bit. Okay, now let's clean up some of our bigger fuck-ups on this red gobbo. Now, I probably should wait to do these touch-ups till later, but it's gonna bother the shit out of me, so I'm gonna touch them up now. This red splotch over here is like the worst one, too. You know, some of these it's like, oh, okay, I got a little bit there, but that giant red splotch just it's making me crazy. Nice and thin. Some of these need to get covered again anyway, so we'll go through. We're done with the browns for now. You know, and having a little red tint in the snow isn't the end of the world. Like, it could be some extra, like, environmental storytelling-ness. Right. It's actually pretty nice to go over this again and get the, more of the gray out of the way. I'm gonna have to touch up around his... God damn it. Gonna have to touch up around the boots again to be sure. So we're just getting some more touch-up on this gobbo. Cleaning up my biggestest mistakes. That were really just bothering the fuck out of me. I'm going to do up this banded with some rust and some paint. I have a technical rust paint that was a gift to me from my wonderful partner. And that red is just fucking punishing me. There we go. Getting in the corners there. Yeah, this magnifier is fucking amazing for painting any of these details. It's going a lot better than I had even dared to hope. This brush is still just about hosed. Doing a pretty good job getting all the big coverage I want, so I'm still using it. But it's a sloppy mess. And I will have to bust out a new one soon. Will be the end of an era. But that's okay. Actually kind of liking the thickness I'm getting on this brush right now. I have to go in and do more red touch-ups as well. But this is actually coming along pretty nice, all things considered. And all sorts of little like curly cues coming off this brush right now. And it's making the more precise painting really annoying. That's alright. Given where we are and what we have left, I am pretty happy with what we got done. Is there any left? There's a little left. Next time we'll get more white on stuff, but I think that's probably a good spot to call it. I don't feel like pulling out some more paint to load it up. And we've hit 12 o'clock, which makes this about a hour and a half stream with my setup time being eaten. Hopefully y'all had some fun. I had a great time painting, as I have had the past several weeks, and I will continue to do. My setup's going to keep evolving, so stick with it. I apologize for things being kind of fuzzy. Lighting for this is very weird. I spent the first half basically in the dark on my end. But doing it in 4K, I think, has definitely helped out. And I'll figure out a way to mess with lights. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Now, I'm going to do what I've been doing for the past couple of days. I'm going to pitch my podcast for those of you still watching. Roll for Heresy, Wrath and Glory, actual play podcast. So we play, essentially, fancy D&D in Warhammer 40k. Me and some friends, all edited in-house, all audio recording done here. Hopefully you guys like it. If you do, give it a like, give it a follow, give it an alright, recommend it to your friends. You can find it wherever you get podcasts, and I will figure out how to pitch this better. Till then, have a good night, and peace out, Cub Scouts.